Om Shanti. 27th July 2019, Saturday. Slogan: those who always keep their minds and intellects empty are obedient. Those who always keep their minds and intellects empty of manmat are obedient. Baba has often talked about these three things: Shrimat, Manmat and Paramat. The divine dictates, the dictates of one's own mind, and the opinion, the dictates given by others. To segregate Shrimat from Manmat and Paramat is the goal of Brahmin life. Brahmin life means where you have a clear-cut understanding and clarity. What is Manmat, what is Shrimat, and what is Paramat? In this slogan, Baba is talking about Manmat. Manmat means one's own opinions, one's own viewpoints, one's own perspective, one's own dictates, one's own commandments. Baba is saying, free your mind and free your intellect from this manmat, and you will be called obedient, Agyakari. If you want to free ourselves from something, we should understand what is manmat and why we should free ourselves from it, from this canker of manmat. There's one Murli, I think 14th February 82. Baba asked, how do you know it is Baba's touching or your own touching? How do you know it is Baba's touching or your own touching? What was the answer? It has been.
Baba's touching will be very clear, strong.
Yeah.
There will be a strong opinion from inside.
So that was the Murli, where there were questions, and the question number 2 was this: 14th February 1982. How do you know it is Baba's touching or your own touching? So Baba had given 3 answers. CSP. Baba's touching would be very clear. There won't be any doubt about it. There would be clarity in that touching. You don't have any confusion whether it should be done or not. No doubt, no confusion, complete clarity in that thing. Second, if it is Baba's touching, it will be always successful, safalta. It's not possible that you get a strong touching at Amrit Vela and throughout the day it will not meet success. So Baba's touching would be always and always successful. And third, Baba's touching would be very powerful. So when this CSP is there, clarity, success, touching, spashtata, safalta, shakti, these 3 things means Baba's touching. When there is a clarity, when there is success, and when there is power, It will be so powerful that you will feel that it's not coming from me. It's something coming from beyond me. So that thing is Baba's touching. In the similar manner, Manmat means there won't be any clarity. There would be confusion in it. Manmat means it's cloudy. It's like the mist as you see outside. It's like the fog where you can't see things as clear as they are. So, Manmat is misty. Manmat is foggy. Manmat is cloudy. Manmat is muddled up. Manmat is unclear. You can't see. It's not visible. So that is Manmat. Second, Manmat sometimes may lead to success, but not always. Sometimes Manmat is sometimes successful, many times it is not. More often than not, it meets with failure. So Manmat means doubt. Manmat means confusion. And third, Manmat is not very powerful all the time. It's weak. It's very weak. So, Baba is saying, get rid of Manmat. So, what are the steps of getting rid of Manmat? First, understand that this is Manmat. And the way is CSP. It's not clear, it's not powerful, it is not successful. Second, what are the damages that happen because of Manmat? What are the disadvantages of Manmat? Because whenever somebody takes Manmat, the dictates of his own mind, as you saw, multiple things happen. He will get confused, he will become weak, and he will not understand what to do and what to do. So, there is a stage of restlessness. There is a stage of uneasiness. The person is not at ease. This is a stage of anxiety. This is a stage of fear in Manmat. Manmat is fraught with fears. So there is a fear. There is confusion. There is anxiety. There is insecurity. There is disturbance. There is wastage of time. There is wastage of thoughts. There is wastage of energy. There is wastage of resources. So Manmat is sabbatical. There's a lot of damage that happens. Other thing is, if one wants to get rid of Manmat, if this is a vessel and you want to get rid of something, you need to fill it with something. So fill the mind with Srimat in order to get rid of Manmat. Unless and until the vessel, the container, the jar, the glass is filled with something, that which is already existing will not go. And Manmat is very, for example, this is the ink bottle. Ink bottle. And the bottle has finished. You still see some ink here. Now if you want to get rid of this, what you have to do is put it in front of tap water. So once the water goes into the ink bottle, what will come out? Inky water will come out. All the blue water. But that doesn't mean that you should stop. Keep pouring fresh water. A time will come when the fresh water will come out. So the mind is filled with Manmat. Keep pouring Shrimat. Even whilst you are pouring Shrimat, Manmat will come out and there would be more confusion at times. But that's why keep on pouring it. For example, there is a container at home and one mother has used it for keeping the pickle of garlic or onion for a very long time. So now, even if it is emptied, even if it is washed, you have the smell of garlic. The smell of garlic doesn't go so fast. Even if you put something else, the smell of garlic persists. So that is kusang, that is the bad company. Now if you want it to replace with something, you have to put something very, very stronger, with a very strong flavor, and putting it once and for all will not work. You have to keep on pouring it, keep on pouring Srimat for a very long time. Very, very long time. Then the clarity will come. Otherwise there would be confusion, confoundation all the time. So, steps of getting rid of manmat is filling it with Srimat. Fill it with Srimat. And how do we fill with Srimat? Understanding Srimat. Understand what is Srimat. This is the goal of Brahmin life. Just understand what is this Srimat. What? Because Srimat is not given by any human being. It's given by somebody who is out of this cycle of life and birth. Who knows what is golden age? Who knows what is silver age? Who knows what is copper age? And who knows what is iron age? And who knows what is confluence age? So he is somebody who is here, out of the cycle. Only he understands how the fall has happened. How this fall has happened. So only that person can give. And he is the only one who comes and who can go also. He is the only one who has the freedom to come and go. All of the souls, they come and they cannot go back. Whether that soul is a religious founder, once they come in the cycle. He is the only one who comes at confluence age multiple times, but he comes and goes, he comes and goes, he comes and goes. So that means he exercises his own freedom. He is out of this cycle. So only he is the one who knows what is the ultimate truth. No scripture can ever tell you the truth. No human being can ever tell you the truth. No religious founder can ever tell you the truth. No book of this world can ever tell you the truth. No experience of this world can ever tell the truth. Nothing of this world has truth in it. This is Jhoot Khand, Baba says. This is the kingdom of falsehood. There is untruth everywhere. There is falsehood everywhere. There is falsehood trade everywhere. This is the business of falsehood. These are the affairs of falsehood everywhere. Only the he who is out of this cycle can come and tell what is truth. And when he comes and when he tells the truth, and that truth is known as Srimat. So it is very, very difficult to understand Srimat. It's not an easy job. Baba says it's not going to aunt's house that you understand Srimat. In today's Sakar Murli, at 3 or 4 places Baba said, this is the best study, padhai. This is the best study. The best study. So you should be churning this knowledge. Chintan, 3 times probably he said in today's Murli. You should have chintan of this knowledge, churning of this knowledge throughout. Khyal, you should have thoughts about this knowledge throughout. Keep on thinking of this study all the time. You have to go to Shantidham, keep on thinking about this. So this is the study which is the best study. So when it is the best study, it requires the best efforts to understand. It requires the best techniques to study. Without this, the best study cannot be mastered. Nobody knows this study. This is an incognito study. So Srimad will come by? How do you understand Srimad by? Studying. We are students. What sort of students we are? Godly students. But then there are two types of students. One is the sincere student, another is the one is a sincere student, another is smart students. So you have to become not sincere, smart. And smart students means they have techniques. The sincere student will keep on studying whole day. They spend time. At the time of exam, they don't remember anything, even though they are sincere. They spend most of the time. Smart students, they are very sharp. They study for 2 hours and they master what sincere students are studying for 10 hours. So they have certain study tips, study techniques. So in order to understand Srimad, in order to fill the mind with Srimad, in order to get rid of Manmat, one must understand, one must explore, one must unpack, decode. It's a secret. So a secret has to be decoded. It is locked. It is locked. You have to use the key of divine intellect to open this lock of Srimad, and then you understand, oh, this is how it has to be done. So what are the signs of smart students? Smart students. Smart students means what they do. They have time management. They know how to manage time. They don't keep on studying the whole day, but they know how to manage. They are versatile personalities. They study also, they do service also, and they do meditation also. Everything they do. It's not that they will only keep on studying and studying and studying. They are versatile, multifaceted personality, bahumukhi. So they manage time well. Then smart students means they have study techniques. They have certain techniques to study. So they know how to study Murli. So Murli study is a technique. It's not that you take the Murli and start reading it once, second, third, fourth, fifth, 5 times. After reading Murli, somebody asks, what is it? One is stumped, don't know what is it. So probably the technique is wrong. Murli study means master it. Master every word. Master every line. Master every meaning that is known as connotation. Gudharth. Every connotation of it. Master the deep meaning of it. So, studying Murli is a technique. How do we study Murli? Correlate it. If there is a one line comes, correlate with some another line. If today's Sakar Murli compare with the yesterday's Sakar Murli, today's Avyakta compare with the yesterday's Sakar, so there should be comparison of Murlis. There should be comparison of topics. There should be comparison of, and there should be discussion of Murli, which is must. Without discussion you cannot understand it, because this is very deep. And there are so many opposing waves and opposing currents in Murli. One Murli many times is so controversial because one statement counters another statement. So what to do is confusing many times. If you just take the topic of food, even this is at times confusing. Baba said, those who are in military, they can eat bread. But now the person has retired from the military and it is 10 years. He says, Baba has said that we can eat from outside. So people take it in their own way. So, in order to understand Murli, so technique means you should have certain memorization techniques. How to memorize Murli. Because unless and until you keep it in mind, how will you apply it throughout the day? So it's difficult to apply. So find out certain study techniques. Study technique means, suppose this is a Murli of 4-page. So divide it into paragraphs. Paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3. Okay. So divide it into paragraphs. Or there is a space here. Write down what is the important thing in that paragraph. One word. For example, if some important word is there, like study, so write down study. So if another word is there, write down that word here. First, number 1 study, or the best study. Or there is a something Chintan, so write down, this is a paragraph about Chintan. Now there is something, it's here, so write down Seva. So this is a paragraph about Seva. So you write down something like that here. Or write down keywords, only words, important words. So keywords should be written on this side. And then while remember first reading, then second reading and third reading. At least 3 readings should be there. First a casual reading, second dividing points, and third revision of those points. So first paragraph, second paragraph, third paragraph, fourth. Sometimes the fourth paragraph goes for 2 pages. So you have to decide your own paragraphs, because Baba doesn't believe in paragraphs. He speaks and speaks. Sometimes one line is 1 paragraph, no comma and no full stop. It goes on and on and on. He doesn't follow grammatical rules. He has his own rules of grammar. He doesn't follow any of the rules. It's we decide, this is the first paragraph and this is the second and this is the third. Yeah, same. So you decide your own paragraphs. This is the topic which has ended. Now next topic has started. Now third topic has started. The fourth topic has started. Then you remember. Otherwise Murli is a continuous speech. Continuous speech means once upon a time India was paradise. In the paradise there are beautiful birds. The birds of Kali Yuga are very dirty. This world is dirty. Now this world is about to be ended. Now its destruction is near. Now your stage should be high. And in order to make high stage, stay in the pilgrimage of remembrance. Pilgrimage of remembrance is very difficult. But in the subject, here the Maya interferes. But Maya doesn't interfere in study. This is the number 1 study. But in this study, you should pay attention. Attention is very less here. So now it has started from where? From golden age. It is ending in attention. It's a continuous speech. The last word, Baba begins the next statement. That's why it's very difficult to recall, to memorize. But then you should have the technique of this topic has ended. Now the next topic has begun. The third topic has begun. The fourth topic. That's why there is a space here. You have the Murli. There is a space here. So write down. So, one method is people make it red, blue and green and so many colors. Here only few lines are there. But there is a space here. So whenever you read Murli, write down topic. Like here, this is tomorrow's Murli Vidhata. So there are 6 or 7 types of Vidhatas. So write down types of Vidhata here. 1. Second paragraph. What is the qualification of Vidhata? Vidhata is a donor, is a data. So what are the qualifications of donor? So this is how write down here donor. Now here he is talking with teachers. Now what he is talking with teachers? What is the first point? Ashish bhai, teachers are those who are powerful. Teachers means they feel powerful, others they make powerful. First. Second, teachers means they make progress and they make others do progress. Third, they do benefit and double benefit, faida. Third. Fourth, They are Mayajit. Teachers are Mayajit. Victorious. Then next, teachers means vitamins. Seva is a vitamin. So they give you healthy and they make you dance. Teachers means Tyagi Tapasvi. Second, teachers are instrument. Teachers means Baba, Baba, Baba in everything. So these are 8 points in these 2 paragraphs. So divide it. There is no paragraphs here. But you divide it. You decide this is ended, next paragraph. This has ended, next paragraph. Write down here. Now this is the first reading, just read it. Second reading, write here. And third reading, write those things which is written. So this is how understanding Srimad. So when you understand Srimad, the Manmat is out. So Srimad in, Manmat out. So that is what is known as being obedient. So today's slogan: those who always keep their minds and intellects empty are obedient. The English slogan is not talking about Manmat, but the Hindi talks about you have to make empty of what? Empty of Manmat, then they are obedient. Om Shanti.